Okay, guys, welcome back. I was gonna get off and go to sleep, but I thought I'd just do this little video to show you guys a few ideas, tricks, and cool little concepts that we can do by showing you some of my parts that I've created. I'm not saying I have the most amazing parts in the world, but I think I did a pretty good job at uh, doing some creative stuff. I've completed the entire game. I actually have all dinosaurs in the game. And for those people that play this game and you're like, well, it's not really much to do, but I still want to create parks and you need ideas, you can watch this video. Trying to fill in the space for this loading screen. Come on. Come on. If you're like me, you love Jurassic Park, you love, you're alright with Jurassic World concepts, but, this game is perfect for getting scenarios, and sometimes I just listen to this game, and it relaxes me. Now, where are we starting off? Right, okay, I know where we are. I don't know why he's there. Oh, I think we had a breakout last time. That's what happened. Let me fix that real quick.
Asset to be collected.
Alright, so now we are on. How do I access the mapping? Okay, there we go. 1 second, I'm still trying to remember how to. We are on this island. Oh, this is the sprawling island. I like this because it's a very unique island. You got the volcano in the background, which I recommend this island to build on out of most of them, just because the layout. If you wanted to do I'm gonna show you later a specific no fence park, a park with absolutely no fences. This park is actually this general this map is actually like the best one. And I'm sorry I'm starting over my words, but to be honest, this park is great because we got these long extended ways that you can actually fill up with rocks, and like you're able to fill up with rocks and trees, and if you cover it enough, you're able to actually cut off the dinosaurs from accessing other parts of your park. So you could keep big carnivore over here, big carnivore over here, a bunch of herbivores up at the top, whatever you want to do. This is a normal Jurassic Park style park. You obviously want to use like as much foliage as possible with fitting in, like, because the Jurassic Park, as you can see, there's plants here, there's plants over here. They like to fill in a lot of plants in all of their structures, so I like to fill in with plants too. And you want to try to fit in trees and just little aesthetics like this. This is this little light. Just put those little lights. But mostly, a good thing that's fun to do is put down signs. But you already know that. That's obvious. But yeah, normally you want to you like to put your visitor center as the center of attention, but you don't always need a visitor center. You can work around with concepts without visitor center, and you want to have symmetry with most of your parks. And you're probably wondering, it's so annoying to get symmetry, and I understand that, but there's actually a few tricks you can use in the game if you're trying to get symmetry, and I'll show those later in the video when we go into a blank world. As you can see, yeah, try to put the helipad in a good spot. You want to put the arrival destination with just a good amount of stuff around it. Now, as you can see, like, I tried to flood it with shops and hotels, and everything just has an access to everywhere, and the profit for this park currently is probably pretty high. Okay, it's not that high, but this is also a Jurassic Park, and if you know, Jurassic World will not. Jurassic World parks will generate more money, and Jurassic Park inspired parks will actually inspire less and take in less money because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I think it's just the way the game is set out, but in general, that's the way they put it for this. Like maximum capacity is definitely lower than any other park. Oh, you also want to put your capacity at maximum. Um, always don't don't forget about like these simple buildings because these buildings will actually save you a lot of money. I hear screaming. Oh, so yeah, this guy's just running around because I just put him out because he's not gonna kill anybody and he's just adorable. This is like the most adorable dinosaur in the game, in my opinion. Definitely on the list because look at him, he's freaking adorable and the skin amazing. It's like a little fresh little mango. Anyway, that's did I name him Mango? I usually name him Mango, but I didn't name him Mango this time. You don't want to do that because obviously these people get scared of everything, copy, no matter what, they're gonna get scared of it. So you don't want to put a random dinosaur running around because that will actually very much decrease how much money you make. But something you might be able to get away with. So first we started off. It's always nice to put a Jurassic Park gate. We got the in leading over here, and what I like to do is to definitely utilize every tree in the game, and do not like try to put different trees in different enclosures because you're trying to make every enclosure kind of look different. Like here, I kind of went for Jurassic style enclosure. We got a Brachiosaurus from the Jurassic period. We got Diplodocus from the Jurassic Park period, and the kind of reminiscing was Walking with Dinosaurs. So I tried to reminisce that with just Brachiosaurus and a whole bunch of Diplodocus roaming around, as you can see. And we got some Allosaurus. Awesome. Jurassic Park period. Yes, that's what it's called, the Jurassic Park period. The Jurassic Park, the Jurassic period. Oh my god. I was gonna fit more in here, but this is kind of like a fair amount. If you want to do a park with carnivores, like two carnivores in this, you want to keep them busy. Because mainly you try to stick to one carnivore because these guys still in this game kill a lot. And when you're not on creative mode, they're going to be killing a lot. But good thing is when they do kill, they does raise their attack rating. So you can get away with putting a carnivore inside of an enclosure and it could actually benefit you. But do not do it to the fact where there's going to be so many dead corpses around that it's actually going to not benefit you. You're going to have to stay on it. You're going to have to stay on it. Make sure you clear out those dead bodies and make sure the people don't see it too much because they will not be happy about it. So over here, got that's a little plain area. It's nice. What's good, what's actually fun in this game is to put species together and just have like an enclosure that these guys look like having fun. That of the same like species and stuff. Ooh, dead dinosaur. Um, was that this Pentaceratops? Ooh, what happened to you? Starved to that. Oh, I'm sorry. I always feel bad when they're in the game, so when something dies in the game. But yeah, that will bring your rating down. Let me see if it actually brought it down currently. We got the current expenses total. Maybe it didn't. Probably did. Great safety. Okay welfare. Scenery bonus. Oh, see that scenery bonus? Scenery bonus, very important. Like, scenery bonus will just make it look amazing. And then you just do that by setting down trees and stuff. And you want to use different rocks. Do not put the same rock next to each other because it kind of takes away from the immersiveness. The trees, they kind of blend in. You know, you can kind of play around with the trees. Try to flip them around as most, especially the palm trees. if you start placing the palm trees exactly in the same position, because it puts all the palm trees in basically the same position when you're putting them down. So you want to rotate them. Let me show you what I mean real quick. Go over to the scenery and simply this tree maybe. Put down that tree, put down that tree, put down this tree. See how they just start to look the same? So you want to just rotate them around. That's the most important part. Well, not the most important part of piecing down a tree. Trees in this game. You want to make sure that you're making them look different. So yeah, there's this game is actually, it's very limited on what you can do with space and stuff. But what you can do with space and more importantly, the decorations. Hopefully, maybe they'll add more decorations. I heard there's a Jurassic World 2 coming out, but that's probably not going to be for a while. Right at the end of the year. Just enjoying yourself. Alright, let's see. Other concepts. Oh! So, what I like also is, like, as you can see, this is an aquatic dinosaur enclosure. Like, to mix some of those in, you can also just do aquatic dinosaur, fish-eating dinosaur. You can do a swamp area, or what I try to do is like a little beach area, fit as many puddles in as possible, and it kind of makes its own little swampy environment. Now, everything has a temper of tantrum when there's not enough trees, so sadly you have to put their trees in, and these do not count towards actual trees in the game. Only these do. If they definitely did more customizable trees that look different, like simple trees like this, just maybe even just another type that didn't all look like, well, this. Just something else to fill in. That'd be helpful. That'd be nice. Yeah. They did it with the flowers, but they didn't really do it with the trees, which would have benefited from it. Also using like the sand tools and the rock tools are very nice. They definitely bring a new feeling to the park. And as you can see, you definitely want to use elevation. The elevation is going to be like the most important thing. Another most important thing, I'm saying everything is the most important thing, but really, you don't want flat enclosures. Excuse I am very unprofessional. I'm not a professional YouTuber. Yes, you just heard the Jurassic Park 3 ringtone from my phone. I am a huge Jurassic Park nerd, in case you were wondering, if you didn't already know that. So yeah, you definitely want to do a lot of sauropod and carnivore enclosures, because those will generate a lot of money. But you want to do stuff like Diplodocus with a small carnivore, or like a tall herbivore with these. Like these guys are so different from the Brachiosaurus. These are so have a good amount of difference from the Brachiosaurus and face shape and everything, that it gives a whole different feel than this enclosure. And basically it's the same thing. Well, not really, because this enclosure, the enclosure we're just looking at that I just lost, yeah, this one is missing those small carnivores and stuff. But you can have a big carnivore and a big herbivore, large herbivore, and you'd be and it still look different in the game. Oh yeah, there is small carnivores in here. So basically it's almost the same as minus a medium-sized herbivore. Pretty much the same thing. Could you guys stop dying for a second? I'm trying to show people. Look at you. Oh, poor Packy. Another thing. I'm not sure if I could show you in this park. We're gonna switch over to another park. But we will switch over. I think that's all I have to show you in this park for now. And definitely a nice little Jurassic Park and Jurassic World inspired things. Like also a benefit with the hybrids, you can fit a hybrid in a park and it won't give off the same vibe as putting a Stegosaurus or a Triceratops, because this thing looks crazy. It doesn't look like normal herbivores. So you don't want to put a Diplodocus in with a with an ankylodocus unless you do want to. But I prefer to separate them so it gives me more variety options for my parks. Because there's already a long herbivore, you can put another long herbivore, and it gives enough difference where this feels like, hey, it's pretty cool. You know? Yeah, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much this park for now. Oh, another thing I did for this park is you can actually try to match body shape and like how they act. Like for instance, this guy, where is he? One of these guys. See how they stand up straight and stand up tall? You can see them drinking, yeah. But they stand up straight and stand up tall. They got that perfection to them. If that's the right word. I don't even know. But as you can see, these guys stand up straight and tall. They just bring that vibe, and mixing things like that into the park too, or like a sneaky vibe. I say this guy stands up pretty tall for a carnivore. He's definitely very different, so I want to put him in here. And also, this is like my favorite carnivore in the game. Because just look at him, and he's got like special animations too. That's different from any other carnivore. It's getting dark in this park. So yeah. We'll switch over to another park. I'm sure some of the same concepts will carry over. So let's see, what do we want to see? Sprawling Jurassic Park, Sorna. Let's hop over to Sorna. This one's a good one. Give me a time while it loads. Okay, so yeah, let's hop over to Sprawling Jurassic Park, and I'm gonna try to wrap up this video quick, but just to give you a general idea. I think I'll get the most of the concepts down. Oh, yeah, this video might be copyright claimed, but I just forgot about the whole Jurassic Park thing. Download Jurassic Park today. Okay. Alright, so this is Jurassic World. We hopped over to a Jurassic World park. No, we didn't. Shut up. I don't know what I'm talking about. Never mind. So yeah. So what you can do, you can actually fit. These guys will be perfectly happy in an enclosure this small if you do the confined space modification. Oh, what's this one my favorite? That one looks like a baby. That's my favorite. Anyway, yeah, these guys are just so cute. But yeah, as you can see, you can actually fit little small enclosures or small little dinosaurs over any small enclosure. Coffee Lapis or these cute little guys. Try to do a fence, just so it kind of looks nice, because the fences kind of take away this, giant metal fences, make it look like, a little bit intimidating. But if you try to use small fences and put them in a viewing area, it just makes the park look nice. You can try to get people to view them, but simply that's not always gonna work. Oh, this is an example of a free roam park. Not as much as not as good as the other ones, but as you can see, I've tried to put a lot of herbivores. I'm a little low because this park has kind of just been sitting here. Because to be honest, this game's not always providing you with enough to play constantly out of the day, like online games and stuff. But it's nice, definitely nice. And you try to put a lot of herbivores. You can see I put a lot of small herbivores. So when these guys decide to go where they're not supposed to, because he started off over here, which I was working on this area. But this is an example of a sprawling park. Just open world. Open for them to do whatever they want. I have a couple of these, just playing around with concepts. As you can see, I did the area, this bigger version, and that's what the best thing without having fences. You can do a big version of this thing without having too big of a fence, without using too much area. And it's just nice. It makes it feel like, oh, this is free roam, and they're perfectly safe all in here. They will try to break in and break out as they normally do, and you have to try to avoid them sneaking around this area because they will not know how to get out very easily, and they will probably starve to death. So I put like carnivore feeders. I should be putting carnivore feeders not here. You want to try to put them away in an area to try to keep them happy. And as I said, you can block them off with rocks if if you're not using like the path, because obviously the path, this thing, you can't put rocks across it and they will easily go. And you can also use fences. But as you can see, I did not want to use fences at all. But you could use fences. This is just an example of one of those parks where you just try to. It's a little bit of a chaos though, but it's nice. It still makes money, and yeah. Also, if you notice in the corner with my money, I always start my parks off like here with 0. I try to. So this is I place down all the dinosaurs and I start at 0. So within the first 2 hours, you got a good amount of money. You got up to 999 billion in probably in an hour if you let it. But obviously, this game does not have that much space for money. Kind of caps out down there, but that's okay. But you probably could get $9,900 billion. I'm probably exaggerating. That's probably not much money, but you could, maybe, possibly, probably not. And definitely, and you don't necessarily always need a bunch of hatcheries, which is a mistake I made in the beginning of this game. It's very nice to just transfer the dinosaur to the area you want, so you have more space to put dinosaurs in, because having hatcheries for every enclosure is convenient, and definitely will help you when things go into chaos. You lose a stegosaurus and they all try to break out because they're all unhappy that there's not enough stegosauruses around, which is interesting to say the least. Not sure how accurate that would be. Probably accurate. It's probably pretty accurate when you're confined in a small space. But these guys definitely aren't. They are happy. So yeah, as you can see, I tried to do the same concept with the carnivores. Instead, I do this guy over here. Love the purple skin. So yeah, that's a quick idea for that part. Load on to another one. Desert World Space, Sprawling Jurassic Park, Beautiful Sorta. That's the one we just loaded, right? Yeah. Free roam. Okay, free roam park. Blank canvas. Oh, always keep a blank canvas, because clearing out all those trees, let's admit, it's a lot of work. So you wanna, free a little thing, free a little bit of space. That's what we want. Go over to Jurassic World Space so we can get a Jurassic World inspired park, shall we? I think I'm gonna have to go pretty soon, but once we go over to this Jurassic World Park, we can get the same idea. I think maybe I'll hop over to my park that has absolutely no buildings in it, maybe one, and just show you as a concept idea that you don't always need buildings. It's nice to create an environment for your dinosaurs with no buildings, because that's what they used to be, and just creating that little environment and putting species together that normally wouldn't be together, which is the amazing things about these games. You can see certain species with other species. So yeah. So yeah, it's very aesthetically pleasing to put down these things, monorails. And as you can see, they kind of adds a little bit of aesthetic when you put it down. You go over here, hop in to this thing, show view. It gives a nice little aesthetic putting the monorail in sight. Or you can try to hide them, but monorail is a nice little thing. And this is a little bit of free roam. You see how most of them, like the other park, are just able to roam around in these huge spaces with minimal fence, and the humans are the ones contained in a small fence. Which again is, something I like to do, and I'm sure you guys would enjoy it too. and you can increase the, I was gonna say the difficulty, but the durability of the fences. Like you can make kind of like a, what would you call this area? Like a industrial power. You know, all the stuff that you want to hide from the people in this area. Put in a stone fence. Put in gray paths. Maybe fill this all in with rock. You know, just to make it look like, oh, this area is, you know, not for normal people. This, you know, booming with a bunch of people, as you can see. And yeah, you always get more people in your Jurassic World Park, so these spaces will fill up as long as you have dinosaurs to do. So yeah, you can see a lot of people here. But yeah, just trying to create a little city area, trying to make it look nice. You know, this is a little concept idea. I hope you can just get some concept ideas for looking around. Just by looking at this, changing the path helps. Changing the tree, as I said, helps. Changing the shrubbery, changing the ground. Just try to make it different. Use different combinations. Play around with it. Sticking rocks in water is a very good aesthetic because it looks cool. If only like the Compsognathus and the Velociraptors could hop up on rocks like this, that'd be cool. But sadly, you don't do that in this game. But hey, they did a very good job with this game. Not gonna lie. I'm very happy with how this game came out in the end. Definitely, like, as you can see, this looks really nice. You can fill in spaces. You can take this to a big level where you can just put different things in. But as I said, this is kind of like everybody's walled off from the rest of the park. And this fence is incomplete, which is not supposed to be. But I did that, apparently. But we'll just ignore that for now. But yeah, that's that. Alright, let's quickly load over to the last part, and then I gotta go. Let's free roam. Free roam, free roam, free roam. Yeah. Any views on this little live video I just started? Let's see. Probably nobody online. Nobody watching. Yeah, there's nobody watching. That's sad. One person watched for a little bit, but we didn't get to say hi to them. Any comments? Not even a comment. Couldn't bother to leave a comment. Can you leave that? So as you can see, this is my favorite thing to do, and that's open world parks. You get a lot of good scenery from it, and just looks pretty nice. You know, it's nice, very nice. And if you're working in pictures, if you like taking pictures in the game, you definitely want to get the background. And that's why another reason why the first part that we went to was spawning. Nice to put that volcano in the background. And monorails, extra points for that stuff. So as you can see, there's very minimal buildings. This is just for me to drive around, mostly for my fun and to enter new dinosaurs. I don't need these around, and you always need like an arrival pad. You're definitely going to have more freedom with Jurassic World parks because you don't have to put paths connected to everything, and it makes it look nice. But stuff like this needs me, you know. I don't know why I do Jurassic Park. If you like Jurassic Park skins, I would recommend doing a Jurassic World Park because actually Jurassic Park skins in the Jurassic Park era parks, that's a lot of parks, will not get an extra bonus. So if you want to put a lot of Jurassic Park skins in your park and you want to do, and you like those skins, keep in mind that if you do a Jurassic Park era park, you will not be able to get any special bonuses in the hatchery. Like if I hop over here, go over here, Brachiosaurus, or T-Rex, 19. Ignore me. That's not what I want to do. Modified genome, as you can see over here, Jurassic Park skin. It's the default skin for this era. If you put on a new skin, it gives you things. You can still get away with the other things, but if you want the original, you want the original Rexy running around, you probably want to do a Jurassic World Park. I'm talking about like the original OG dinosaurs. Um, yeah. However, for stuff like Dilophosaurus, you're not gonna get much luck. If you want the OG Dilophosaurus, sadly, he's always gonna have that negative rating bonus, or not as high as a rating bonus as any other color. But just something you have to deal with in this game. But as you can see, try to mess around with the terrain. I did a lot of dungeons, dunes to give that desert vibe, and I added a lot of shrubbery because this is kind of like an oasis more than an actual desert. But put very little dinosaurs and just dinosaurs that look like, well, these guys probably wouldn't be in this area, but you know, just playing around with concepts. Obviously, they don't care about any of the environment in the game. And you know, it just looks nice. Hadrosaurs hanging out near the water. You put most of your feeders around the water, so they stay around the water and don't wander too far away, and it just makes it look nice. Your little oasis area. And dinosaurs, they don't really attack too many other dinosaurs too much. They will, but it's always, you know, you get that rating bonus. So this is a nice little area. Put them by the water side. Big lakes also. And you can see big little rocks over here, and it's like a little special area for maybe a Spinosaurus or something of that sort. Whoever wants to eat out of this little fish trough. But yeah, nice big open water. It looks like a massive lake, you know, because lakes are massive. And if you want to give that vibe, like you have a giant lake in your park, you have to make it pretty big. And it takes up a lot of space. But it looks amazing. Definitely does. And you can also always fit it into multiple enclosures, but the fence will make it look horrible. So if you want to reduce fences, definitely always put the trees around the fences. And that's always a nice, cool little trick to making your park look really nice. Because honestly, the fences, having to put fences everywhere, just again, just brings down the majestic open world, making them feel active. I have another big woods area over here. I like to have the tall redwood trees, giving a nice little, it just makes it look like a totally different biome. And if you try to get rid of all the dirt, mostly, you know, dirt in this game just looks like regular grass, but with less, well, grass. But yeah, with that dirt or whatever they would call it in the game, try to put a bunch of that in, so it just gives it a whole new vibe. Because kind of got that idea from Minecraft with their tall redwood trees, and they used the totally different ground, the pine needles and leaves falling on the ground. So it kind of gives it that vibe with this area. See a little dirt area, dirt grass, it gives that kind of vibe, but without exactly being it. And I like that vibe. Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much all the concepts I want to show you. I'm gonna actually cut it here if I have to hop into another area, hop into another thing that I'm doing. Gotta go meet up with some people. But here you go. This is this. And oh, another quick concept. God, can't forget. See, as you can see, I didn't do a high population trees. I did not hold down the bottom. You kind of do like, you kind of spritz tree down here, spritz tree down here, spritz down here, and just try not to put too many trees down. And you're actually able to make this kind of swampy forest treetop canopy, whatever you want to call it, overhanging tree. So you know, you look up, which you can't really do in this game. You can't really look up at the sky, but kind of gives it just its own little secluded swamp. Is there a raptor around the corner? Is there a big carnivore watching me from the trees? Can't really see. You want to do a big area like that? That's always fun to do. And you know, watching the dinosaurs, and it just looks nice. You know. Oh, another thing, putting these trees up on pedestals like this will allow you have better views of your dinosaurs and give them a chance to, go underneath the tree. And you can actually do some very interesting stuff with these trees, because if you put them up, it will actually the it will actually put the tree, the hitbox for placing down buildings will actually notice that these trees are higher up from the ground. So you can actually put feeders and stuff underneath these trees that you wouldn't think. But yeah, it's definitely a good idea, because putting them up like this definitely allows you to put more trees in and more stuff, rocks and things like that. Just giving that a little elevation just makes it nice. It makes it look, you know, not weird. It just looks like the trees are up on a little hill. Just not too much like different than what you can see in real life. I'm sure there's plenty of trees on hills around. Yeah, as you can see, that's it. Kind of use the trees as fences, but obviously they're not keeping any dinosaurs out. And you see, kind of separating different parts of the park, so you can't see too much from certain areas. So yeah, that's that. Thank you for anyone that's watched this any bit of the way through. Really appreciate it. Some people just joined. I pretty much just summed up the whole park real quick. You can rewatch the video once it's uploaded. But it was a nice little concept. If you're interested, watch the video through. And I'll be seeing you guys some other time. Bye-bye.